This is the Elgin pocket watch that I repaired, and I did a pretty good job cleaning it. But the problem with it now is that the balance, when it's swinging, is not completely round. So this balance right there is not round, so I have to take it out and I have to true it to round, and that way the timing will be precise. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove the movement again. So to do that, I just need to take the screws out to the back, and then the movement should pop right out nicely. And this isn't a very difficult job. It's just a matter of removing a couple of screws here. And I don't even have to take them all the way out, I don't think, because they're half screws. They're like half heads. And the half heads, they should drop right out. So I do this and then pull. You should always pull the crown out before you remove it, because it's not going to come out nicely if you don't pull the crown out. And then I put a couple of fingers on either side like that, and out it comes. And I got little fingerprints on there, but I'll remove them later. Just make sure that my fingers weren't touching any of the movement. And then I'm just going to put it into a tray here in a second. And this is a series of nested movement holders. Some of them are bigger than others, so you don't want it too big and you don't want it too small. So how about that size there? You want it big enough so that it protects the hands and not so big as that it drops through. So this seems to be a decent size, so I'll just stick it with that size there. And then I've got to remove the escapement, but I'm going to just get my, this is for, here we go. This is for when I take the balance cock off here, I can place the balance cock right on there. I'm not sure whether I really need to do that or not, but what I'm going to do is take this screw out. It's ticking a bit right now, so it's just leftover energy in there. So I'm going to just remove this here. No, you know what I have to do? I just realized I can't do that without taking the ring off. So there's a little ring that goes all the way around this watch here. And all I have to do is wedge my screwdriver in like this. And then the ring comes out like that. And then when I go to get in here to remove the balance cock, I can typically just place it on top here like this, like that. I like to keep the screw with it. Now you don't actually have to take any of the energy out of the watch to do this, because it'll just stay where it is for now. So what I want to do next then is I'm going to have to unscrew the stud, the hairspring stud from there. So I typically, to do that, I just lay it down like this here, move this out of the way and put the piece of wood on top so I don't prick myself. And then I usually get another pair of glasses on to do this, but I think this might be good enough, I think. Let me see. No, I need another pair of glasses. Let me have a look at the true here to see if I might be able to straighten this out here without actually, without bending it. If I'm able to pull this back up, it looks like it's kind of bent right here. If I could pull it back up without taking it off of here, it would be like a perfect situation. So let me see if I can do that. These puppy dogs are called chewing calipers. And I would normally take the balance out and put it right in here, and then I would check it for round, and then pull that out and true it. And I'm going to try to true it with this little wrench here before I take it off of all this nonsense here, because it's a little bit of a pain in the ass to put it back. So if I can chew it without doing it, then I'm in a good way. So I'm gonna grab this here and actually physically just try to move that, because it looks like it's been bent right on the end. So I'm not sure what this will do, or whether this is a bad idea. You know what? I think I just bent it back just a bit there, and I may have solved the problem. I just need to bend it just a bit more, I think. Do not want to break it, that's all. Alright, that looks pretty darn good. Let me just move this back and forth. See, by spinning it right on the jewel by hand like this, I can see whether it's chewing round or not. So, and it actually looks pretty darn close to round right there. So I may just reinstall that the way it is. So let's just see what happens then. Got a bit of a cold here, so move that over on the side here, and then very carefully flip that over. I like to put my hand down here so it doesn't fling into place. And then I find it difficult to put these in using tweezers. It's kind of easier to do it with your hands. So it's just a darn hard thing to do, that's all. It kind of naturally fits into place. Yeah, that's not good there. See, when you see it bouncing like that, that means the jewel is on the wrong side. I gotta get the jewel on this side somehow. See if that worked. Yeah, there we go. See, the jewel's on the right side there, so I'm getting some action. And I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. And that's good news there. So let me see how round that is. Oh man, that's gorgeous. That is so nice. All I had to do is bend it just a little tiny bit, and it's back to the way it was. It might be 120% perfect. If I could get my big finger out of the way, everything would be fine. So that's true to the flat and also true to the rounds, and I have the perfect little pocket watch here. I bought this thing for $50, which is like nothing. And I think it's worth a hell of a lot more than $50. The case alone looks really nice. It needs a bit of polishing, but other than that, it's in really good condition here. Let me zoom back out again here a bit. And I know that the inside of the case here could do with some nice polishing to get rid of some spots and stuff. Because it looks like there's just pieces of gunk or something in there. So it does require some washing or polishing. I'll do that in a few seconds. But I do want to get the watch back into its case so it's nicely protected. So first thing I'm going to do is put the rim back on. And to do that, I got to find where the winding hole is here. So it's right there, and then you just line it up perfectly like that. And that is pretty much. Back this off a bit. You gotta be very careful that you don't screw the hands up or actually mark the face or twist it wrong or anything like that. So you gotta just be very careful when you're working with these pocket watches. They're old and they're not finicky, they're just old. So with anything old, you just have to take care of it. So including me, I guess. So this, I think, is fairly lined up. It's a little bit off, so we're going to watch that this ring is not on right, so I'm just going to put the ring on. Alright, now the ring is on, so I'm going to try to slide it into the case, make sure these screws don't get in the way, because they should be kind of lined up with the edge like that. And if they're not lined up perfectly, then I'm going to take the whole nonsense out again and try again, as they say. And this would go, the glass is on this side, so it's going to go this way and in. So turn that around like this. There's the hole. And I'm going to be too clumsy here. So this goes in just like this. There we go. Then just like this. So move that crown just a bit, and it should just rise up like that. There the watch is now in its place. Trying to film this the same time I'm doing this is very tricky. And then the little screws are on the side here, so they should lock the watch into place. And I know that I've got to turn them a little bit more than once, so I'll just turn these around a few times. Yeah, this one here has got to be tightened a bit more. And that's not too bad there, I think. I think that's in place. Yeah, that's not too bad there. I push the crown in. I'm going to give this a little bit of juice. And the last step I like to do with these pocket watches is I measure the amplitude. I just use a, it's only rattling because the inside here is touching that. So. But that's fully wound there. And what I like to do is take a video, slow motion video of the movement itself, and then I watch one of the arms and I see how far back it goes in both directions. If you look at that, you'll see that that's absolutely true to the round right now. That's really good. So I'm going to put that, take a shot of it, and then we're good to go. I think I may polish the case on the top a little bit, and then we're good. So that's it. So that's how I did it. I did not have to use the truing calipers this time, because it looked like all it needed was a little bend. These are truing calipers. I've used these before and actually did a pretty good job on another watch with these. But this time I didn't have to use them, and I got this thing working perfectly round, and it's running. Looks like it's got a pretty good amplitude on it. So there you go, Elgin 15J pocket watch, and I picked it up for 50 bucks Canadian, not even American, and it wasn't working at all. And it's a 1907, I believe, and now I got it working perfectly. And I'll just set the time on it and check the time in about 6 hours and see how close it is. I actually prefer that method a bit better than trying to use a timing machine to do it, because the timing machine tends to exaggerate the highs and lows sometimes on these things. So they work on the precision watches, but these older ones tend to have personality. So I just set it, and if it's running fast, I slow it down. If it's running slow, I speed it up, and over a period of a week, I can pretty well set it to the right speed. So I'm going to just use my iPhone to check the amplitude, and then that's it. So that's my adventure in horology for today. Thank you very much.